Now that you know what service is credible and how to make a deposit for your non-deduction service, you may be asking yourself, should I in fact make a deposit? To review briefly, there are essentially two rules you must be familiar with. The first applies to service you performed before October 1st of 1982. This service will add to your pension regardless of whether you make a deposit for it. However, if you don't make a deposit, your pension will be reduced by 10% of the amount you owe plus interest. For the service you performed after October 1st of 1982, you must make a deposit or you will receive no pension credit for it. Let's look at an example. John is 59 years old and plans to retire next year at age 60. He started with the Postal Service as a substitute rural carrier in September of 1978, a position where he made no contributions to the Civil Service pension. He remained a substitute for 6 years, and in October of 1986 became a full-time employee covered under the Civil Service Offset Retirement Plan. He had $30,000 of earnings in the 3 years prior to October 1st of 1982, and another $30,000 in earnings after October 1st in 1982, and up until he went full-time. John neglected to make a deposit when he first became full-time, when the initial deposit was $4,898. Of this total deposit, $2,508 was the deposit for the non-deduction service performed prior to October 1st of 1982, and $2,390 was for the service performed after October 1st of 1982. Now, 24 years later, he is wondering whether it is still worth his while to make a deposit for all or part of this non-deduction service. With 24 years of interest added to the original deposits, John now owes $4,986 for the service he performed before October 1st of 82, and $10,974 for that service he performed after October 1st of 82, a total of $15,960. Let's look at the pre-October 1st 82 deposit first. The rule is that if John doesn't make a deposit, his pension will be reduced by 10% of what he owes. In this example, John's pension would be reduced by a little over $41 monthly, a relatively mild penalty and one that probably does not influence John to make a deposit to avoid. After all, it would take 10 years into his retirement to break even. Now, if the post-October 1st of 82 deposit is not paid, the rule indicates that the non-deduction service time cannot be used in the computation of the pension. Therefore, in this example, John would have 3 years removed from his pension. Since each year of service represents 2% of the high 3 average salary, this can be a significant consequence to not making the deposit. If John's high 3 average salary were $60,000, he would lose 6% or $3,600 annually. Since it would take only 3 years into John's retirement to break even after making the deposit, it would be recommended that John make this deposit. Thank you for watching this segment. Before making any changes to your benefits, we encourage you to consult with an advisor who has an expertise in federal benefits planning. Whether you are interested solely in our consulting services or are in need of a financial advisor with a federal benefits expertise, we can help. Simply click on the Request for Help on the homepage to contact our team of experts and begin to receive the information critical to your federal benefits and retirement planning.